FAT-STEVENSEAGAL.
Yeah, it's Wednesday. We got more butter. We got more bread, and we're going to butter every topic we can do today. Well, as much as we can handle until the beer runs out. Welcome back to We've Got This Buttered, a show that happens every other week if I wake up in time enough to give a fuck. With me tonight, I have a lot of special people, good friends, allies for the last year that I've been pleasure to know and meet. And then there's Gerry. First, we're going to bring up is T-Shirt, the man who has been there from the beginning. How are you doing, sir?
Hey, man, I'm doing all right.
That is good. That is good. The next we have up is Keith, my Babylon brother.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
And, of course, our token white guy, Gerry.
Hey, I'm in the future. I'm in the year 2019. See? That's the future. Oh, wait, no, that's 2 years ago. Fuck.
Yeah.
Not that type of allies, Tickle Trunk. And before we get into how this show is going, because we got some Babylon 5, we do got some Doctor Who, and, oh, God, I don't want to say these words, CBS.
Hey, Arwen.
Trek, and, of course, other things coming on the horizon, like Boba Fett's gut. And I want to say a quick shout out to the chat. We have Archer Colin, who got here very early. Hello, how are you? We have my mod and member, Tickle Trunk. Thank you for being here. I can't wait
You got Tickle Trunk to be a mod for you?
Yes.
That's so awesome.
It is awesome, but why are you freaked out by that?
I'm trying to
doesn't
finish
mod for
I'm
me.
trying to finish my hellos here. Shit. I've earned it with Babylon 5. Arwen Avalon, who has not only been a great addition, popping on once in a while for live stream, she is now trying to learn to drive in Fortnite, and it's fantastic.
Wait, she mods for you too?
No, she plays Fortnite with us. No, let me finish my intro to the chat, please. Hold on, I'm just going to do this. Gerry, I wish I could mute him. Louise X Sparrow, sorry, nice to see you. I hope the iPad is now working fine. Thank you. Have a great day. Thank you for being here. I saw other ones in the chat, and I'm looking to find them. Oh, of course, Apollobees Mingott and her truck dog. Thank you for being a member, and glad to see you here. I'm glad your truck is also repaired. Hell yeah. And we also have Stream Elements. Please help me. And Cold Era, how are you doing? I hope you're having a fun night. And FAT-STEVENSEAGAL, I put the B5 and Doctor Who's news on and on even level for both, possibly good series. I do hope so. And then we have Gunnar. Did not expect to get news of B5 reboot. Neither of us did. And Arwen, no, don't do that. It's a trap. He'll never let you go. And I muted the wrong person. Welcome to We've Got This Buttered. I will invite Arwen. Oh my God, guys, chill. I will bring Arwen up.
Okay, first of all, Arwen said hello to both Keith and I, so we get to say hello back. Hi, Arwen. It's good to see you. Mr. Tickle Trunk, love you, brother. Love you, man. You're a good dude.
Arwen, DM me, and I will send you the link. Because for some reason, I'm an asshole tonight, and I love it. I like your new mustache. I like your new mustache, Gerry. You're going in for the mutton chops, right?
No, I just shaved off my goatee and left the sides. Yeah, the mutton chops.
You fell asleep?
No, I was just bored.
You're just bored? All right, cool. Well, how are you guys all doing? It's been a long time since we actually talked. You guys have been extremely busy. Some of us sick. Some of us sick in the head.
Yeah, and I tried the new gay lifestyle. Didn't work. I just like the veg.
No backdoor, Gerry?
No one wanted him as a bottom.
Well, a gay friend of mine looked at me and says, "You as a gay man is terrifying." True story.
We here at Critical Core Gaming don't believe anything Gerry says.
But hey, I saw somebody was talking about the Doctor Who news being good. We're here to tell you it's not good.
Horny space opera?
But we're going to start with this shit, right?
This is my favorite article out of the announcement because what's funny, hey, Arwen, I'm going to move you away from these toxic males.
Hey,
Hi,
Arwen.
Hi, guys. Hey, Arwen has been a delight lately. She joined us for Babylon 5, where we didn't even get to talk about the episodes.
You mean she wasn't darling before?
Always been darling.
This virtue signaling was brought to you by Gerry. He likes to draw.
just asking. It's like, where were you before, Arwen?
Not really sure.
Where were you?
Hey, I saw Arwen in her glamour makeup the other day, and it was like, whoa.
So I just changed this from "We've got this butter" to "We've got this Arwen." Should I just all right, I'll do that later. All right,
what's happening, Steven?
I don't know. All of a sudden, they know we're friends, and they're coming at you like the Uncle Ben looking for a rice box. I need to be known again. I need to be known. What?
Keith, you resemble that remark.
No, he doesn't. He's not. What?
Hey, y'all. How you doing tonight?
I have no idea what's going on, but I want to say one thing. We cover Babylon 5 every Monday, and we have a select crew. Keith is one of those people. And what was really odd and funny about that Monday is that this news dropped right before we went live, that the CW was in the works to make a reboot. So we were talking about it, and it turned in from covering 2 episodes to spending 2 hours not only making the weirdest series we can come up with, like Babylon 5-0210 and other weird crap. We were getting weird articles, but this was my favorite out of all of them because they call CW is rebooting a horny space opera. I'm sorry, Babylon 5 was never a horny space opera. Ever. And this blew my mind. And hi, chat. Welcome to my nightmare. Yeah, do you watch?
Straczynski's behind it, though, isn't he?
Yeah, he is fully behind it.
This is where we should pull the trigger on Keith. Just
let him go.
And all right, I'll be back at the end of the show, guys. I'm just going to mute and have a nap.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because I want to point out before we go into this,
because I'm not a fan at all,
and there's bad news. The good news is on the front with Babylon 5. The bad news is on the Doctor Who front, and Keith is going to be the doctor giving both the good and nasty medicine today.
Yeah, because none of us on the panel watch any of these shows. We don't know what we're talking about. It's all Keith. Take it away, Keith. Welcome to Keith Seagal channel. Go ahead.
Honored.
Gary's a dick.
Let me at least start off by at least confessing something. I participated in the Babylon 5 discussion that we had. I too was blindsided by the news about the reboot and the CW becoming the home to the new Babylon 5. And again, I meant everything I said that day. And then I found J. Michael Straczynski's letter to everyone, his open letter about why he did why he's doing this.
Yeah.
And in the time that it took me to read that entire thing, it completely changed my mind on the whole thing.
Cliff Notes?
Was it in a good way or a bad way, Keith? Because if we can go through the private chat, you can give your feelings. I will just be like, to answer all the questions, yes, it's true. Babylon 5 is in active development as a series for the CW. We have some serious fans over at the network, and they are eager to see this show happen. I'm hip deep into writing the pilot now, and we'll be running the series upon pickup. So in other words, full creative control.
Yes.
Would you like me to go on, Keith?
Look, before you go on, I at least just want to say this. My main reservations were mainly aimed at the CW because they have not been known as a network that has had. It's a pretty basic formula for the CW as far as what they present and the audience that they target. And I was not really completely sold on trusting them. Not so much JMS. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, he's got nothing to prove to me. I'm a big fan of his work, and I've been following it since Murder, She Wrote, technically.
Murder, She Wrote. Sorry.
I mean, when you look at what his resume is, he's one of the few people that you can definitely say has earned where he's at, if not to even be better known than he is. And this letter convinced me that this is definitely something that can do a lot of good. Yeah. And given the amount of money that I think that they're looking at, because that's probably one of the things that he set out as a goal, which is he wouldn't try to do this again unless there was more money involved towards the production. Meaning that as a person who has given so much and won so many awards just for Babylon 5, the thought of him being able to compete production-wise with a show like Kurtzman's Trek is exciting to me. It'll definitely show, at least in this instance, what someone who truly is talented and truly is a science fiction fan can do when given the time and the money. And now all he needs to do is just cast the right actors. So go ahead.
My apologies, Keith, but I want to add that because you actually branched that out when we started getting into this and we first started that Babylon 5 stuff. And one of the brilliant things is seeing cast that are not only friends on set, but off set. And you don't get this very much. And JMS not only helped that grow when it came to the original cast of Babylon 5, he also adapted his scripts to ones in that cast that either had health problems or issues with the mental of the mind, and built the story around that. So not only it benefited the growth of the story, but it didn't seem like you were just cutting characters off. And you don't get that a lot when it comes to the shows this day and age, or maybe we just don't hear about it as much. But he is brilliant not only when the pen's hitting the paper on certain properties, but if it's something he cares about that is his own, he takes extra care that the people he's given the characters to are respected as much as they respect the characters he wrote for.
Yes. His comic book work. Look, I understand how controversial he was when he was writing for Spider-Man for Marvel Comics. I totally get that. But I mean, and when you look at the entirety of his work in comics, the dude is incredible. You know, he continues to knock it out of the park. And you also have to understand that it was Babylon 5 and the X-Files that helped to create this kind of rapport that people that worked on television would have with their fans. You know, JMS prided himself on being able to talk directly to the fans and to find out, you know, what they thought, and they could ask him questions. And, you know, he's the one that helped to originate that. So to have him back doing this is great. Okay. I'm excited. And compared to what we have been getting these last few years, this may actually be the best thing ever. This is not going to be a complete reboot in the way that we think about it, but you'll find that out as Stephen reads the rest of JMS's letter.
And before I do that quickly, I want to say Tickle Trunk jumps in. Thank you for directing what pictures to use and what hashtags to use. Tickle Trunk, I do admire and respect that. I got you there JMSing my ass. I appreciate all of it. JMS wrote some very bad comic book stories, but he's also the man who saved Thor's comic books. That's why he is in the first Thor movie.
Well, besides writing the screenplay, yes.
I just think, he's just released a book on writing and a comic book. Okay, now going back to sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to put out there that he has written many books. His original book on screenwriting was very, very helpful. But all of the books that he's come out with, especially these last few years, have all just been very good. And I highly recommend any of his books to any of you who even have a passing interest in what he has done with Babylon 5. There you go. Now,
the network understands the uniqueness of Babylon 5 and has given me a great deal of latitude with the HTTP // patreon.com/storytelling.as. Noted in the announcement. I don't know why I did it like that.
I don't
This
know
is a
either.
reboot from the ground up rather than a continuation for several reasons. Heraclitus wrote, "You cannot step in the same river twice, for the river has changed, and you have changed. In the years since B5, I have done a ton of other TV shows and movies, adding
I
an
like
equal number."
Straczynski, but that really sounds pretentious as fuck.
It does.
Well, my thing behind it is I'm thinking he's dealt with fans for years. And I'm thinking he's trying to answer as many questions so that, he can tamp down some of the things that he knows that's
So
probably coming.
there's purpose behind the pretension. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
Plus, it's Straczynski. That's just the way he writes.
All right, getting back to my half paragraph. Now I'm all lost. I have done a ton of other TV shows and movies, adding an equal number of tools to my toolbox, all of which I can bring to bear on one singular question. If I were creating Babylon 5 today, for the first time, knowing what I know now as a writer, what would it look like? How would it use all the storytelling tools and technological resources available in 2021 that were not on hand then? How can it be used to reflect the world in which we live and the questions we are asking and confronting every day? Fans regularly point out how prescient. There's no D in there. That's what I was wondering. Prescient the show was and is of our current world. It would be fun to take a shot at looking further down the road. Yeah, because there's even stuff that you're watching. You've already brought about Babylon 5 now. The first series, like you still can relate today from what he was talking about in the 90s. That's how he's done that. So
that's
we will
the
not.
litmus test of what a classic is, in my opinion.
It
Is if you can take something that is 20 years or older and watch it in the modern day, and if it still holds up, I mean, special effects notwithstanding, but if the fucking story still holds up,
Yeah.
then you've got a classic.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Yeah. So we will
thank
not.
God you agreed, Arwen.
Oh, I know, right?
So we will not be retelling the same story in the same way because of what whoever this dude is said
Heraclitus.
about the English sucks. There would be no fun and no surprises. The better to go the way of Westworld or Battlestar. Don't quote Westworld, no, or Battlestar Galactica, where you take the original.
It started out good.
That doesn't fucking matter. It ended like shit. Better
It
to
ain't
go
even
the way
over
of.
yet.
Better to go the way of Battlestar Galactica, where you take the original elements that are evergreens and love you, Gerry. Put them in a blender with a ton of new challenging ideas to create something fresh yet familiar. To those asking why not just do a continuation for a network series like this, it can't be done because half of our cast is still stubbornly on the other side of the rim. Or if they passed, how do you continue telling a story of the original Londo without the original Veer or Jakar? How do you tell Sheridan stories without Delenn? Or the story of B5 without Franklin, Garibaldi, and Zach? Sorry. The original B5 was ridiculously innovative, the first to use CGI to create ships and characters, and among the very first to shoot widescreen with a vigorous 5.1 mix. Most of all, for the first time, Babylon 5 introduced viewers accustomed to episodic television to the concept of a 5-year arc with a pre-planned beginning, middle, and end, creating a brand new paradigm for television storytelling that has subsequent. Oh my god, my fucking mouth is not working today. Sequently, the S word that I cannot pronounce become the norm. Read it on Twitter. Thank you, Siri. The tradition for innovation will continue in this new iteration, and I hope to create additional new forms of storytelling that will further push the television medium to the edge of what's possible, if television lasts that long. Let me conclude by just saying how supportive and enthusiastic everyone at the CW has been and is being with this project. They understand the unique position Babylon 5 occupies both in television and with its legions of fans, and are doing everything they can to ensure the maximum in creative freedom, a new story that will bring the new viewers while honoring the ones that have come before. Onward. J. Michael Straczynski, creator, showrunner, Babylon 5. And yeah, I got a little messed up because I got a little choked up because that one paragraph. How do you continue telling a story of our original Londo without beer or Jakar or all that shit? That kind of made me cry. It teared me up.
Yeah.
Because it's we've been covering this show pretty much every Monday for a couple months now.
Yeah.
We've got to talk to Patricia Tallman, Lita, and he's right. And it would be, in a way, a dishonor.
Yeah. Because it's...
And
we've
the question
discussed...
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, we've discussed this a long time ago before. It's like, when an actor plays a part and they play it so well that they kind of become so identified with the part, another actor can't go and put that character on like a fucking suit of clothes.
No.
It's because they are that character forever. They're linked with that character. It's just, it can't be undone. So I hope they don't even use the same names for the new series. I hope they come with completely new aliens.
No. I hope it's in the same unit. No. I think they're going to find new actors that will fit the roles. They won't be the same, but they will be the same names. They can't. They're doing it from the ground up. They already said the Sheridan's in here. But I have two questions I want to ask. The first thing is, Keith, have your feelings changed since Monday?
Yes. I am I'm a lot more positive towards this project just because of that. In many ways, I remember how I felt when it was announced that J.J. Abrams was making a Star Trek movie. And when I found out that it was set in an alternate universe so that they could go out and find actors to actually play Kirk, Spock, McCoy, and the rest, without really doing anything to the original series and the ideas presented in the original version of the universe, I was fine with it, because there should always be that separation and that room to be able to explore. And in many ways, I think that's what he's aiming for with this. But what really has me excited is the fact that while this is a reboot, it's going to be a reboot with a difference.
Yep.
There are going to be some definite differences between this version and the classic version. And probably even meaning with some of the characters and storylines that he originally had, he may not have in this version.
No, you might not. I agree with that.
The way I interpret it is that it's looking like it seems to me, based on what I've seen, that the Minbari may not even play a role in this entire story.
Oh.
That you are starting again from the original concept of a space station, and he's starting from there.
Mm-hmm.
And so many of the things that we recognize from the original version from the original series might not even play in this version. You could have, John Sheridan, and it's looking like you're not going to have Sinclair. You can have with Sheridan, you may not have DeLynn.
Yeah. I just want to quickly add in with this. Gunnar says, we used to say that about Superman, Batman, and Joker too. There's been great iconic depictions of those characters, and we thought couldn't be topped. They can be given a new interpretation. Yes, I don't disagree with that, nor am I saying they shouldn't, but I don't think they should change the names. I don't think it's going to be hard for a lot of older fans accepting the way the new dynamic works with the new cast. But until we see that new cast and see that first pilot or first couple episodes, however it goes, this is all up in the air. And Keith has changed his mindset since Monday. Monday, he was very scared. We were making a lot of jokes. We were having a lot of fun, like Babylon 90210, Babylon 5 High. We were going all over the place because deep down, we were also kind of like, please don't destroy this. Because we all come on here as fans. We've actually become friends more because we're fans. Mm-hmm. Arwen is one of those people. Kate, Means of Destruction, Kyle, even your son, are like the people coming to Tickle Trunk, everyone who's come here. I think that whole joking around while being a little bit critical with our satire was a way of protecting ourselves for seeing just the CW, because we know the track record with CW and Batwoman and the way Flash has gone from Flash to Team Team Iris Angry West. It's not just this property, it's any property. We're at a point now where we're tired of seeing the name of our favorite franchises and all the lore attached to it, memories attached to it, feelings attached to it, being replaced with either agenda over CGI and bad script writing.
Star Trek right now.
No shit. No shit.
I mean, but you know what? I this is what really gives me, which really kind of tickles me a bit. One of the things that, if you're just now tuning into Babylon 5, one of the things that those of us that remember when the show was originally airing, all new episodes, is that J. Michael Straczynski and the writers were not above poking a lot of fun at Star Trek. Okay? Mm-hmm. If he decides to go into this doing the exact same thing, I see no downside. It really is Kurtzman's Star Trek versus J. Michael Straczynski's Babylon 5. And you're about to see what someone who actually can write, and given a decent budget and a decent cast, can do. You know, anyone that wants to come at this going, well, you know, Babylon 5 is old, and you know what? You're right. It is older. So we're going to do this again. And to make it more fair, we're going to start this all over again, create a few changes, and try to keep you, the current viewers of a particular age, in mind when we do this again. That's not going to change, though, the kinds of stories that they can tell and how well they are going to be told.
I want to add to that, Keith, at the same time. First of all, that guy says it will take a while to accept any changes. Yeah, because we've grown accustomed to it. I am just now becoming okay with Battlestar Galactica. That's cool. And I want to state one more added to this in general. Just because we joke around about a show or we're hypercritical about a new property being announced, and you are already hopeful for it, or you already think you're going to go in a heads deep liking it, I respect that. I think all of us respect that. I will never mock you for liking it. I will mock the show if I don't like it, but I don't mock the person. Yeah, that's yours. You own that. So that's the whole wonderful concept of discussion, respecting another opinion, and still being neighbors and friends. But
can I chime in here with something?
Sorry.
Okay, I've been thinking about this since the show yesterday, and I for some reason, I mean, hearing God, see, I don't even know. I don't, to be honest, I don't feel much better about it, and I want to, and I'm pissed off that I don't feel better about it.
Yes, you have every right to feel that. Does that
make sense?
It does.
No, you have you have every right. Look, I was there, but for me, I'm also someone who has been following J. Michael Straczynski for years since
No, seriously, he's followed him.
Yeah, literally, he has. He dresses up like an owl
at the kindergarten. It's really creepy what Keith does.
Keith dresses up as an owl, like from Little Nicky, and he follows him around.
He's got to go.
And when he's trying to change in the bedroom, he has to call the house and tell the people to open the blinds for him.
Keith, I got your back.
Is out to get dirty.
Okay, now I get it. That's what you meant when you got to go do black guy stuff.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. But no. Arwen, you should be upset. A lot of us are upset. And the thing is, like, as much as you see even the creators say something, we're already fearing the worst because we've gotten nothing but the worst.
Well,
I'm glad you brought that up. The way it was set up, though, the way it was set up, and I have to say this, I'm about to burst. Okay. He had a 5-year plan. He had a story in mind. And I know. May not have been the original one he wanted to tell, but it was the one he told. And it almost trains your brain to see these characters and see this story in a linear fashion. You see, you hear about their beginning. Okay. You see them kind of in the middle, but you hear about their past. You see them in the middle, you see them in the war, and then you see their end. Boom, boom, boom. They're done. And it is this amazing, incredible story with this stellar ensemble cast that I have not seen the like in TV in a long time. I mean, they set a blueprint for what gold star rating is for this cast with these characters that cannot be replaced in my mind. And I'm not trying to be difficult. I'm not trying to be bullheaded about it. I am terrified that his desire to do the vision he wanted to do is going to tank the one that he did. And that is what we love.
Yeah.
And I'm just nervous about it.
And you're completely justified on that because we have Lucas's example to thank for that.
Yeah. And I don't want to see B5 go down that way.
I mean, Steven said something that's really important, and I really want to go over it, that there's a lot of people out there that attack us for doubting up front that these things are going to just go in the shit direction again. And the reason that this happens is I relate it to a dog biting your hand. Okay. There's a certain point where if you get bit enough times, whenever you get around a dog, you're assuming you're probably going to get bit again. That's our reaction to this shit. Yeah. We've been bit so many times, and I'm tired of fucking assholes out there blaming us for flinching. Because that's what we're doing. We're flinching to what we assume they're going to fucking do to us because they've been doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've experienced.
Hold on. I found Keith. I was at Straczynski's house.
You should put Keith's face over there.
I was going to, but I didn't have time.
Straczynski's face.
Right now, Keith is like, why the fuck I come on?
It is, I look at everything that we've experienced within the last 5 to 10 years.
Please don't. I'm already recovering.
with Star Wars,
You nailed it. Archer nailed it right there. Like Charlie Brown in the football.
Yes. When you think about what has happened with Star Wars, with Star Trek, and with Doctor Who, yeah, of course, all of us are. I can speak for myself. I'm a little gun shy, but I also have to trust in this uniqueness, in that the person whose idea it originally was is the one controlling this. In all those other instances, we were dealing with people who came completely from out of nowhere with their own agendas, thoughts, and more often than not even as talented as the original people for whom they are replacing. Okay? You look at Kathleen Kennedy and her staff. God bless them for being lucky enough to get those positions, but I really cannot look at them and go, you know what, they're just as good as what George Lucas and his people had.
Hold on. Before we get to the next thought, I have a quick announcement.
And he had us. Lights out! Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Speaking of letting get nuts, welcome Script Doctor to the forum. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing awesome.
Hey.
And I love that clip from Batman.
That's why I used it as your intro. Let's get nuts. Script Doctor is here. Respectable, no swearing. I fucking hate Steven for that. No, it's kidding.
But I also look at, like, for instance, with Alex Kurtzman. When you think about what Gene Roddenberry had, and Gene L. Kuhn, and Dorothy Fontana, and all of the incredible scripts and writers that they had on Star Trek, and then you look at what's being produced right now. I've had to shake my head so many times. I mean, it's like I'm a bobblehead with that show now. It is a hard.
Gary, make that in your shop. Make it right now. Get a bobblehead Keith.
Oh, I thought you want me to do it right now.
No, I don't want. That's not a bobblehead. You look like you're. No, I'm not gonna get that.
It's difficult to watch that stuff. And look, again, I celebrate anyone who enjoys that, but that's not the best writing. Okay, come on, let's at least be honest about that. Okay, you cannot look at Kurtzman Trek and mistake that for anything even close to just even the writing from the original series.
Yeah.
And so you have someone who's actually done this and is still one of the few creators alive. That's the other thing that really bugs me. You know, you got a lot of people giving George Lucas shit.
For George.
The dude, some of it may have been warranted, but you know what? Given what we're getting right now, how often have you even heard people that used to give him shit all the time going, yeah, I wouldn't mind the prequels. I wouldn't mind if he came back and gave us more of that.
It's because I've always been critical of the prequels. And now I love them. Compared to what we've got, I realize, oh my God, you know, it's the whole Eddie Murphy and the Ritz Cracker thing.
I didn't like the prequels. I mean, I still don't like the prequels.
I didn't like them.
Same.
I respect your opinion.
Disney made me like them.
Yeah, that's where we are. And again, it's just the quality of the writing is just not there. And it actually is kind of makes me a little giddy to think that JMS is going to get a shot at taking more shots at Star Trek. You know.
Well, yeah.
I would like to quickly say something now, and this is dedicated to you. I apologize on behalf of my panel for the amount of simp that has been going on, because I don't get to say simp much unless it's on Twitch and I want to get banned. Sorry, I had to.
It's all good, Steven. It's okay.
Hey, Script Doctor, you haven't said anything since you've been on, so I thought I would bring us to a segue for Steven, because we really do need to go to the other show.
No, we don't.
But I wanted to say something about what you said today in regards to Tom's post, which is Ridley Scott's planned sequel to Gladiator.
No!
We have to jump on that now? I mean, right now,
Sorry, go ahead.
JMS, he's not the same writer he was 20 years ago. And not necessarily that doesn't necessarily make him better, doesn't necessarily make him worse. The other part, too, is there's no justification for a reboot of this show. He could do something in the Babylon 5 universe, absolutely. And the poor guy just has bad luck with networks. I mean, he got TNT, essentially, for the first Babylon 5, and they did not give him the money needed to do it the best he could, but he did the best he could with the money and limitations he had. CW is the same way. He'd be lucky if he gets $2 million just for the pilot. And $1 million per episode. And
we have the Mammalator.
it just doesn't make sense. And on top of that, they're rebooting in such a way where there is going to be no Jeffrey Sinclair. It's going to go straight into John Sheridan.
And how the hell are they doing the Valence shit?
They may not do it this time.
Well, here's the thing.
That's why there's no Limbari.
The original idea for Babylon 5 that he had was that the lead character was eventually going to go on this journey, and that by the end of the journey, how you ended that part of that storyline was really meant to be the end of the show. And that didn't happen because other things happened, and he adjusted how the show went. Spoilers. So it is just, again, I'm willing to give him that, mainly because everything and everyone else that we've gotten up to this point have been so god awful. And I realize this is not going to be the best thing, but I'm interested to see what he can do.
I have a question though, Keith.
Yeah.
Do you think that if they decided to reboot or remake Sequest DSV, they could fix all that happened in 2023?
Huh.
It would depend on who you had writing it.
At this point, 5 monkeys, a pencil, and a whole lot of hope. That's pretty much how we're
there could be a distinct opportunity to do something, You know what? I just am at a point in my life where I think I would be willing to give this a chance, considering how much of a chance I gave all this other stuff. I gave Kathleen Kennedy chances. I gave her my money and my time. And a lot of that I'm not getting back. So to me, looking at what Alex Kurtzman has done, and trust me, some of you out there have also given a little bit too much time to Kurtzman Trek. You'd at least like to have the opportunity to see something that might be better. Now, is he the same writer that he was years ago? No.
He's worse.
Everybody's gotten older.
He's worse.
He is worse.
Please, can you give me some examples, please, script? Because now you're terrifying me.
Well, The Island was okay, even though it was stolen and plagiarized.
Hogan's Run.
His Transformers, the first Transformers film he worked on, was all right. Basically, ever since he left Roberto Orci, he's kind of see the level of talent or lack thereof he has, and it's just been on a steady decline. Clarice is probably one of the worst pilots I had ever read, and that's a bit more recent. That's within the last year and a half.
Yep.
Yeah, it was absolute garbage.
I would like to quickly comment. Luis X Sparrow, you like BSG. Lost in Space, I did like the Netflix one. I actually did enjoy it. It was a guilty pleasure. I did like that one. But every time I saw them like in space or the intro coming up, I kept getting the movie soundtrack from Apollo 440 stuck in my head, and I was hoping it would start playing. Everyone remembers that, right? That was a great intro. I'm not going to lie. I love that soundtrack. I love that fucking soundtrack. Hello, 540. It might still suck. Yes, Janet. But everything comes to a point where you either can go in knowing it's going to suck, go in with no expectations, or just not watch it. And maybe
I would prefer to Babylon 5 show that takes place entirely on Mars and deals with the whole Mars situation during that time.
That would be, or even or maybe just like right after the first Shadow War, how those ships ended up on different planets and focusing on what effect they had over time.
Okay with that. I actually wouldn't have a problem with that. My problem with this, and I know this is irrational, y'all, but I have such an emotional connection. This show got me through the first few years of my marriage. It got me through the good times. It got me through the rough times. It got me through the birth of my children. It got me through the death of my husband.
I understand.
That final scene, and I won't give any spoilers, but y'all know which one I'm talking about, Sleeping in Light.
Oh, Jaws. No, I can't think about that without tearing up.
Okay. When I watched that this last time with my son, I bawled my freaking eyes out because it's like I was saying goodbye to my husband. That's what this show was for me. That's is for me. And I do not want it to see it relegated to the first one.
But
you know what I mean? And that's what I'm fighting against.
But Arwen, you have a brilliance right there, what you said, and that's one thing when it comes to how we get attacked for being critical of new shows, reimaginations, reboots, anything like that. You just perfectly explained the memory attachment to a show that these people don't ever get. And because you have that memory, not only does it make you and all of us stronger, it makes them weaker because they're emotionally detached or unwilling to attach themselves to anything but their own fucking ego.
True.
Yeah. That final scene with Bruce Boxleitner.
Oh my God. And you know what? It's getting me through. I'm in a new chapter in my life, and it's getting me through this new chapter. I can never get away from this show. It is part of my blood and my soul. And I know to some people that sounds ridiculous, but it is what it is. I love it. I will always love it.
That final line that he says when he asked that final question that he asked, and that reaction when he learns the answer is no. And that gets me every single time.
Yeah.
And it is just.
I feel like I've lived part of it.
Yeah. I want to add an example to this right now. I am grateful for everyone I've met because of the Babylon 5 show we've started. I've met a lot of new people. We have made new lovers of the show. People you don't think would ever love it, they do. Yeah. Things like this, like what T-shirt said, with Timeless. Timeless is not just the memories of the episodes you watched, but it's the time you spent with the people around you talking about them. The water cooler talk. The water cooler talk is not just at the office. It's what we're doing right fucking now.
Yeah.
We don't get many moments of that anymore. And I know a lot of us out there, this is an observation across the board. We're tired of waking up turning on our TV, turning on our YouTube, and our feed is nothing but negative reactions to things because we've forgotten how it is to just enjoy the things that are still there.
Sounds familiar.
What? To what?
To me, to what I say every single week.
T-shirt. Maybe if you stop harassing me with carrot gifts, I would listen more. Hello, Phil. I see you there. And I respect. I love everyone who comes in the chat. Like I love anyone who's a member. I love anyone who's just a normal subscriber or not a subscriber, just listening in the background. Explorer and Jester, I know you're listening. Hi, how are you? And I had one quick question, Arwen.
Mm-hmm.
Please don't tell me Fortnite is part of that new chapter.
God, Steven.
Why not?
And what if it is?
Yeah.
Do you have a problem with that?
No, but I was going to call you a Fortnite. No, you're talking. Who are you talking to right now? Thank you.
No, I don't know. It's all good.
I'm happy to have met Jeebus, even though he doesn't mute the mic when he rustles papers. He's been a blast having on. He's actually worked on the set, and he actually worked in the hot tub warehouse. He was an extra on Babylon 5. Also on Buffy.
God, that's
it's been a pleasure getting to know him. By the way, buy my merch. I haven't said that yet. Buy my fucking merch.
I would say it's been kind of a pleasure.
Aww.
I'm sorry. Please don't repeat what other women say to you.
Ooh.
I'm not digging at you. I'm talking about.
I'm just fucking with you, Gary. Come on. We rise each other, and I got a good one in. It took me a year. Oh, come on.
What?
He left.
He'll be back.
He better be back. Arwen, start spamming him. Gary, come on. No, he just pulled a Steven. I'm not doing that. Back to you, Keith. I'll get him back in here.
Well, I look at what has passed for a lot of popular geek entertainment over the last 5 to 10 years.
Dude.
And there is always
He did a Steven. Look, he's laughing. Look, he did a fucking Steven. Look.
Pulled a Steven on you.
Yeah, you son of a bitch. I love you. I love you. You fucking prick. I almost shit myself. I'm like, motherfucker, I crossed the line.
Oh my God.
He is. Welcome to Pop Culture Minefield. We don't have any integrity.
Ouch.
Pop culture mind fuck.
Welcome to FAT-STEVENSEAGAL's channel. Right there. What we're doing right now is what we would do at a bar, except we couldn't hide under the table and pop back in. It looks weird.
Or could we?
Get away from me.
I just think that I am willing to give JMS the benefit, mainly because I've done so for people whose talent, even at their best, didn't even equal what J. Michael Straczynski had going on 25 years ago. So,
Monkey makes a good point, though. Every Babylon 5 group I am in, people are pissed. Is that kind of funny that Claudia?
I don't know why they're pissed. I don't understand it.
They're terrified.
Most of the people are gone. You know,
but
you only get a handful of people that can.
But Arwen explained it perfectly.
Yeah.
And they are gone. They can't be replaced. This is their legacy. I know they're actors. I know it. But every actor has that one project that is, again, I go back to that gold standard where they just put everything. This is their legacy.
Mm-hmm.
This
At
is
the same
so many of
time,
us.
Next Generation was really fucking good.
Where are you
Next
going?
Generation, Star Trek Next Generation.
I'm saying that
it was
this new series is just like the Next Generation was for Star Trek.
But the
Not
Next
really.
Generation
We don't know.
not a reboot of Spock and Kirk, and it wasn't
I don't
that.
think
It was a continuation.
I'm
They're not
hoping that
talking
we're going to
like
have a
this, Mikey.
continuation.
I don't know.
And
You're talking about the years between.
We're
Sheridan
looking at the word
leaving
reboot too literally. What I am assuming
It's a rebuild.
Straczynski is doing is rebooting the universe, not the people, not the characters.
It seems
I don't
like
think even he would dare do that.
Oh, and for those that are coming in recently, please don't take the article of what we're going off of. This was the funniest article I could find. That's why it's up there, because horny space opera does not fall at all. That's why it's up there. And that one scene you're seeing right now, that isn't even a domestic abuse thing. This is literally Jakar using a psychic drug to invade Londo's mind, if you don't know.
Yeah.
And quickly,
Brett Cohen just gave you $2,
I know.
dude.
Brett Cohen
It's
has
on
been an
Australian
awesome.
money, so you got to spend it backwards.
No, I don't. I just have to flip it upside down and I can read it. Brett Cohen with the $2 Australian super chat, who's been a great supporter of the channel, dropping puns and just trying to get the super. I don't have that super chat audio going, but he spams just to have the South Park Rob Schneider going derp derp every time he does it. So when FS Body Pillow comes out, I'll buy merch. We have a yoga mat. Look at the yoga mat if you can find it. I'll put the link in a little second. But thank you, Brett Cohen. And for that,
has made some bad choices.
I look at a lot of the things that have come up recently about the Lord of the Rings television series. Things that I've heard about Foundation. Again, anything even remotely related to Kurtzman Trek. And I have to ask myself, I mean, I'm willing to give JMS and this project a chance. Okay, that's what I'm willing to do. If it does turn out to be bad, then I will respond accordingly. But I also would like to say that there's also a distinct chance that it could be good.
Yeah. I can't. I think what Keith, we're at the quickly. Sorry about that. Paul Smith says, I haven't seen the show, but I enjoyed listening to all you're passionate about. Then you should pick it up and watch it. But Keith, what we're saying is we're wasting too much energy hoping for the worst. But I also respect people who also fear the worst because they don't want those memories destroyed.
Yeah, and
it's a tightrope.
Yeah, it is look. I have a lot of intense feelings wrapped up in this show, and
that's called an erection.
Oh God. Especially when it comes to with the final episode, Sleeping in the Light, which again,
no spoilers.
That's a multi-hanky episode. I just think that for me, just give JMS a chance. Let's see what he can do, and see where it goes, because we've already sat through, what they've ended up doing with Star Wars. We're sitting through and still living through the continual degradation of Star Trek.
Degradation, dude! It's digging its own grave.
Yeah,
with nacelles sticking out. What are you? I'm sorry. Sorry.
Doctor Who. Come on, man. I mean, this may not get any better for that stuff. So,
yeah. Quickly, Mr. Tickle Trunk. I'm going to call him Doctor. Sorry, I was looking at Script's avatar. I demand Fat Steven butter flavor lip balm car. What are you eating at night? and honestly,
no. May I throw a quote, please?
Go ahead, Katisha. You're a friend.
Babylon 5 was the last of the Babylon stations. There would never be another. It changed the future, and it changed us. It taught us that we have to create the future, or others will do it for us. It showed us that we have care for one another, because if we don't, who will? And that true strength sometimes comes from the most unlikely places. Mostly, though, I think it gave us hope that there can always be new beginnings, even for people like us.
What do you mean, people like us?
That's good. I mean, that definitely. Wow. See, that was, yeah.
And another $2 from Mr. Tickle Trunk, who is literally funding my way through imaginary college. Fine, I'll go back to Tickle Trunk Medical School. Well, you do that, sir, and when I'm waiting, I will definitely have something waiting for you.
I found the timing of this news interesting,
Weird.
considering that what had just been announced prior to us finding this out, which was the fact that Russell T Davies is returning to Doctor Who. And
not really returning because he doesn't have any control. It's like we got him there to stand as a
stunt
billboard.
casting.
Pretty much.
Yeah, he's serving coffee. That's what he's doing.
Even worse than that is, did you read his quote about Chibnall and Jodie Whittaker?
I did not.
Oh, God.
It's just any love I had for Davies is gone.
Wait.
Gone.
What? So you want Stephen Moffat then?
Wait, Gary, does it come in Braille so I can pretend I don't know how to read Braille?
It's just so bad. It's like it was a glimmer of hope. It's like, oh my God, they're bringing him back. And then Keith shits on my fucking day and goes, oh no, don't get excited, Gary. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what now? And
That's a really cool Keith impression.
No, it's not.
I'm black.
I'd get in trouble if I did a proper impersonation.
Down in the hood where I like my sci-fi, I got my crispy chicken nuggets, my dipping sauce, and a whole bunch of Gary wanting to punch me in the face.
Oh my gosh!
Like when it comes to lifestyle, man, he carried the color. But when it comes to other things,
Jesus.
I'm more black than Keith is, because that dude listens to like the whitest music I've ever.
All that's missing is a watermelon reference now.
Oh my God!
or grape soda.
Arwen, it's been great having you. You don't ever have to come back again. I apologize.
Keith, I didn't say any of the things that the guy up there and down there said. You heard what I said.
He was thinking it. Look at him smiling.
No, they're not. It's like I was making a very specific thing, and you guys went like really off the rails with it.
That
You
face
want
is
to talk watermelon? I think Gary could squeeze a watermelon.
My
between his
joke was
eyes.
very specific to the
Look how
fact that
pink it is.
Keith,
He's laughing.
when it comes to music, is whiter than me.
Barry Manilow?
That dude likes, I mean, I
Chris
like
Gaines.
some of the same
Does he
bands.
like Chris Gaines? Keith, are you a Chris Gaines fan?
But I asked him one time,
Nickelback.
Man, who did that song? Shit.
Oh, I will
Goddamn,
hurt you.
get
I
off
will
your
hurt
ass and jam. And he was like, Earth, Wind, and Fire?
Can't.
No. All right, I got it. Keith actually told me after the Babylon 5 show that he's really into Celine Dion. Shout out to Brad Williams, Bert Kreischer for that, and oh my god.
I love you, Keith.
I'd just like to tell my parents, specifically my mom, because today's her birthday.
Happy birthday!
I'd like you to know that all these people really are my friends, Mom.
And the best thing about friends is you can make jokes, still laugh, and not feel uncomfortable like the back of a Volkswagen. God, I'm so hammered right now.
Wait. Is he being dragged behind it, or is he in the back seat?
My friend Carl said I was blacker than him, but he was also who played Tico drums. Okay, I don't know what the other word is, so I'm not saying it.
Tycho.
Happy. No, the W part. Hey, Nerdporial, nice to see you. But that's the brilliance. I think the reason why Gary and Keith get so along because you have the showman and the intellect, and they work great together. But sometimes Keith's just like, Gary, please don't go down that road. Now he doesn't have to because all of us do it for him. I love these guys. These guys are great.
Hey, Keith, while we have a second, we're meeting for lunch next week.
Yes,
with another good friend of ours, David Stanfield.
And O.J. Simpson.
They are starting a new convention in Missouri. And this is going to be huge. And Keith and I are on the ground floor of helping set it up. And we'll be doing media coverage for the convention.
Roll Tide. So you want to tag me out, and I'll just be like your John Madden.
Oh yeah, we'll have you in there, buddy. Don't worry. Right, cool. Everybody has a chance to come in because it'll be for a while.
And I'll lay this out now because I know the rule is just because someone's not talking in the chat, they ain't listening. To anyone of the real cast of B5 that's still alive, if you ever want to come on and talk about it and give your feelings, you have open forum here.
Yeah, especially
you're a friend here.
After that fucked up humor we just had, definitely the show you want to be on.
Can you put more food in your mouth so we can have 5 minutes of silence? Thank you.
Jeez. Look, there are a lot of shows out right now catering towards,
The agenda.
It's nerds. How many of those shows are actually doing a job well enough to where you can say what they are producing is stuff that is timeless?
Nothing, except maybe Invincible, but I'm waiting on the second season. There's nothing. I haven't watched Doctor Who.
But of the people that are currently running Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who,
Keith.
Oh, I could fix Doctor Who.
Yeah,
yeah.
So can I.
I could fix it to the point where you don't have to erase the Jodie Whittaker era.
Ooh.
Holy shit, that would be
we've
a
talked
miracle.
about this, and
I've mentioned it on stream.
Have the fix.
Please tell me she trips out of the TARDIS and suffocates.
No, what it is that the Doctor has a very awesome nemesis in the Master, who's also kind of like a Time Lord. And my take is basically Jodie Whittaker is a third variation of that called the Imposter. She's also the Impossible Child. She's the reason regeneration exists. And what she ends up doing is she steals the lives of other people and poses as them because she has no identity of her own. And she has done at some point is kidnapped the Capaldi Doctor, put him in some sort of time bubble, and has posed as this current Doctor to try and do what the Doctor does. And the turn would be that the Doctor breaks out, learns who this new adversary is, and then vanquishes them somehow, but allows that character of the Imposter to potentially return in future Doctor Who episodes as a different actor or actress, doesn't matter, and become like a very threatening, adversary for the Doctor, because the Imposter has managed to capture and replace the Doctor for a number of years within his own timeline. So you already escalate her to a greater threat than she actually is. And then in rewatching that series, you then have the dramatic irony of the fact that we know this is actually an imposter, not the real Doctor. And we're seeing why it's so out of run, but the new companions don't quite gather that because they have no frame of reference to the previous Doctor.
Scripts, I hate to tell you this, but since you've done such a brilliant job right now, you have a new lover.
I have a new lover.
Keith knows what I'm talking about. He throws panties like Neil Diamond size at people.
First of all, Script, you've done it again. I
managed to pull that out without ever seeing a single Jodie Whittaker episode.
I totally love
fuck you, Zax. Fuck you.
I lost it after I saw that one scene where he closes in on her face and she's just like, I'm an upgrade. I was like, fuck this shit. I'm Capaldi. I'm done at Capaldi. Done. I won't touch it. I refuse. No Doctor in a lifetime has ever fucking said I am an upgrade. Every Doctor has the past of the ones they were before, and that is part of their personality. It is not an upgrade, it is an evolution. And fuck you, BBC. I'm gonna say this right now. I don't get angry about it, but fuck you, BBC. The BBC across the pond, not the real BBC with Az and Neurotic. That's BBC now.
The British
fuck
Broadcasting Corporation.
For Jodie and that fucking script writing.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Just further evidence to support my imposter initiative. Yeah. The imposter would say they're an upgrade because they want to be the better version of whatever life they've stolen.
Yeah. And I will stand by those words. You can clip me on that. You can send it to the BBC. I don't care if you need fucking a TV license to post. It's so bad. It's so bad. They're never an upgrade. They love the human race. They admire the human race. They don't want to be the human race. They want to protect it. They want to protect all life. The Shadow Proclamations, for fuck's sakes.
This is the reason why you don't let someone like a Piers Winger in charge of everything. Because
Piers Wang. Sorry.
It's the guy in charge of drama for the BBC. Piers Wanger is the guy that oversees. He's the boss immediately over everything, and he is a young man. Okay, he's in his early 40s, I think. So you're not going to outlast him. He's not going to be somebody that's going to have to eventually retire.
He's very woke.
Yeah, he is very woke. He is the very definition of woke.
Mr. Chico Trunk with the $5 Canadian says, I've always said Script Doctor and R&B need to be hired to fix shit like Doctor Who or Star Trek. I've always simped for Script in Emmy and R&B chat. It explains why he has no panties.
I so appreciate that. You don't.
I told you. You got a new lover. He's gonna be sitting on your tree branch, looking in at you like like that. It's gonna be like, hey, script. Got any more stories?
By the way, y'all, I apologize if you hear a cat. I cannot keep this cat off my lap. So if he starts talking, just roll with it.
And for you, I think this is the best part for you, Tickle Tree.
Captain Murphy.
Hi.
Hi. Now, sir, why do you think I should choose you to father my baby?
Huh?
And look, we've been blessed by the real doctor. Hello, doctor.
I just look. I look at that situation, and I think to myself, that was also something where everyone, that was a fan. You initially got excited, and then reality sunk in because Piers Wanger is not going to let the Timeless Child go. I will tell you that much right now. He is not going to let that go.
Can we please call him Pierced Wang just for the rest of the show?
Yes, absolutely.
It sounds fantastic. Pierced Wang, BBC. We might leak. But go ahead, Keith. I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just. I think. It's going to be interesting to see what ultimately comes from all of this. I think Russell T Davies could actually help, but the whole Timeless Child thing really just throws a curveball into all of Doctor Who. I mean, it
does.
Really does.
It's 60 years it throws a fucking curveball.
Yeah.
60 years.
Yep.
60 years of fucking foundation. And I know there's a lot of Doctor Who fans, Noel from the TARDIS Zone and others alike. But you know what I mean? Yeah, I know my words and my beer are mixing up.
No,
but
I want that show, Dr. Fu.
Yeah, Fu Manchu. Yeah, that's exactly it. But we have a lot of fans out there, whether you're watching the replay, watching now, or you're out there like Noel from the TARDIS Zone who's getting harassed nonstop and other ones in general. It's the way Arlen was explaining her emotional attachment with Babylon 5. That's 60 years. That's 60 years people have attached themselves or shared a show with someone that they cared about, or with themselves, or gotten themselves through dark times, or the show premiered on a day that just makes them remember that whole day to clarity. Mm-hmm. And they throw this impossible shit, and everyone's just supposed to accept it. And if you don't, you get labeled a bunch of things. I'm not one to shit on pop culture. I don't talk about pop culture that much anymore because I sound like a broken record, and everyone already does this. But you're not just killing a franchise. You're killing the heart and soul of people who love it. It is no longer about the characters. Yes, the characters matter, but you are hurting the fans on a level you don't understand because you don't understand how to attach yourself to something that isn't other than yourself. And I'm saying this as retrospect, observation, and opinion. You don't have to agree with me. None of you all do. But it hurts. I know a lot of people. I grew up myself a lot of way. Like, I didn't have much. I've lived on the streets. I've lived in shelters. You've heard me talk about this before. And I've had like those shows that you would grab onto because it for some reason it connected with you in a way that wanted you to push through the next day where you felt like giving up, like you just didn't want to get out of bed. And they're taking that away because they don't understand it because they've never lived it. And if they have lived it, they've gotten it.
Yeah.
Your road traveled is still your road to go on to. It's never gone. That's why we have those memories or those flashes of something that happened and embarrassed us. We feel embarrassed for that freaking moment, even though it already happened and it's already been over with. We still get embarrassed about it because it's like that weird emotional flashback. Shows do the same thing. Books do the same thing. Movies, art, Shakespeare, everything does that. And they don't understand it. They have lost it. And this is why I can't talk about this so much anymore. I like doing this every other week. Gary, now you understand. It's because it's like every time you talk about it, or it feels like you're already setting up for another funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Keith, when you talked that first time after the Babylon 5 show, and you were talking about comic book creators, writers, and artists that are in that basement of Comic-Cons, that are looking for someone to talk to share their stories, looking just to have a conversation, and no one realizes or even is pointed to that direction, it clued in. we're walking over our own shit because we're being filled with CGI rather than emotional anything. And I might sound like a fucking preacher. I'm not trying to sell you vacuum cleaners, but I've gone to full anime. I love anime. Anime has been the one saving grace lately. 180 episodes of Black Clover pretty much have gone through in a month, and it was the best thing ever.
That's a lot.
That's Black Clover. Okay, I went through all that. Sailor Moon, I have the original Deke dubs, and I will watch certain episodes over and over again because it has that one song I love, even though I'm a kid at heart. I play Fortnite. You want to know why I play Fortnite so much on my channel? Because I get to hang out with people like this and have a good time, yell and scream like I'm on the couch playing fucking Super Smash Brothers or fucking Zelda. It's the same fucking thing. And this is where media, Hollywood, music, film, comic book, literature is not getting it anymore because they see it as a checklist rather than a rainbow.
True.
And it hurts talking about it so much because it's just, I'd rather have fun. Life's too short to only focus on everything that's being destroyed.
Yeah. Well, and again,
I'm sorry. I've said my piece. I'm sorry.
I spent a long time hoping. I spent a long time hoping that.
Are you correcting me on 170 episodes, Kyle? Really? I gave that great speech, and that's what you. I love you, Kyle. I love you.
That's brilliant.
I'm sorry, but like, I'm sorry for preaching, but it's just
no. It's just. I spent a long time hoping for something else from the Babylon 5 universe, and considering all of the stuff that J. Michael Straczynski went through in dealing with TNT, especially after Crusade. I'm one of those people that's always like, okay, I'm ready for something else. But what makes me a little different is I'm not willing to just accept anything that comes down the pike. I think that's what separates me from those, as an example, from those Star Trek fans that are just willing to accept whatever Kurtzman gives them.
It's also the flinch thing that we were talking about earlier. We get bit enough, we finally start flinching. Mm-hmm. And it's not our fault that we flinch because we expect them to fucking bite us. These shows, these networks, and I'm talking with what's his name, Time
Prophet. He's
Time Prophet. Right
Time Prophet is the one who made my 3D avatar for YouTube. He's literally made it.
I'm talking with Time Prophet right now, telling him, look, I'm not saying this show's not going to suck. It might. In fact, there's a good likelihood that Babylon 5 reboot's going to suck. What I'm saying is there was another show that was on the CW that didn't suck called Supernatural. And the reason it didn't suck was because of who was running it.
Script has an opposite, but we'll go ahead with it.
That's okay.
Supernatural's okay.
We don't agree on everything.
That's okay. No, Supernatural's okay, and it definitely deserves the fan base it has because those people are really dedicated, and I appreciate the fan base of Supernatural a lot. It was never my thing.
Mine either. I couldn't watch it, but
I saw the original pitch that was done by someone else that was way better, which was the Howitzer Brothers. This was done a year before Supernatural was even announced or got greenlit. There's about two guys named the Howitzer Brothers who were jumping into classic horror. Were they just
randomly named that, or were they real brothers?
This is not based off of any, like, these are fictional characters, yes. And they were randomly thrown into various classic horror films from the Universal area to the Hammer films and stuff, and they were doing investigations of odd crimes that were related specifically to that specific movie. So if it was Dracula, they'd be like wondering why there's these murders happening with these women being drained of blood and stuff, and they have no idea that it was a vampire. And I remember that being pitched around town, and I remembered it vividly because I thought, oh, that's a really clever idea. You can kind of integrate, it was like Universal was possibly going to be the ones that are financing it, so they had all the rights to those films, so they could have done the cross thing, and it was supposed to be like a tongue-in-cheek comedy as well. And then nothing had happened on that, and the next thing I hear is, Supernatural, two brothers named Winchester. I'm like, oh, that sounds familiar. and they're traveling around America fighting demons and horror monsters. Like, geez, that sounds a lot like the Universal Howitzer Brothers thing. Completely different creatives behind it, but there's no way in heck they did not hear about that show because everybody heard about that potential show.
Yeah.
But I think they just took it in their own direction and made it way more contemporary because it was current day as opposed to traveling through all time. Like the other one to pitch was like it started in the 30s, they'd bounce into the 60s and 70s of the Hammer films and maybe go to Suspiria and all that stuff and back and forth. It was all over the place.
That is so fucking cool.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. That's why I still remember it like almost 20 years.
Yeah, because with Supernatural, I watched season 1 and I enjoyed it, but it's just not it's not my gig. I wasn't into it. People are like, you need to go back. I'm not going to watch it. I will never watch the show again. I did show up one time to watch the Scooby-Doo episode, and that's all I've ever watched of it. But I do know that quality-wise, it was a lot better than anything else on CW, and the reason why is they grandfathered in.
Yeah, they're a part of the old WB network.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. They grandfathered in, and they were not affected by the faux drama,
Berlanti. Just say it. They weren't affected by Berlanti.
Yeah, Berlanti. And it was nice to see that. And this is what I'm hoping we're going to get with Babylon 5. I really am, because it would be nice to see them pull something off that just doesn't completely suck donkey dicks right out of the gate. I mean, I just watched the premiere pilot for that La Brea. And I think what I said on my Facebook page, calling this show dumb is insulting to dumb people. It's so fucking moronic.
Well, we've entered
one scene. Was I not doing this the whole time?
I think because we've entered the era where you have executives that actually think that they are creative people. Now, I mean, that's
the last 20 years. It's been like that.
You've got people that are sitting in offices thinking, I can do that. I can do that. And
yeah, it's like, I've got some ideas. That's Kathleen Kennedy. Kathleen Kennedy, tells Spielberg, what if he doesn't get the girl, but gets the dog? It's like, go get my fucking coffee. Stop trying to be creative.
They're desperate to contribute to the stuff that people will acknowledge, like the audiences will acknowledge, failing to realize that they're most effective contributing to the things that are not really talked about, like the unsung heroes. That's what the executives need to be. Like Robert Evans, he's an unsung hero within Hollywood. Like he managed to pull off everything.
And kid stays in the picture.
Exactly. Right. No modern audience really knows who that person is, but he's a legend in town. Like
he was.
Yeah, people like us know who Robert Evans is. True cinephiles.
I'm
going to bet T-shirt. I'm going to bet you might know who he is. Fat Steven, Arwen. I bet you guys don't.
Who? Pierce Twang?
Yeah, Pierce Twang.
Robert Evans.
Yes.
Robert Evans is the shit.
He convinced Mia Farrow to keep doing Rosemary's Baby after she found out Frank Sinatra was cheating on her again.
Yeah. Oh,
wow. Okay.
Look what he did himself. Robert Evans, man. His wife cheated with Steve McQueen.
Yeah.
And he was in the middle of producing a fucking movie when it happened, and he just kept working. He just kept working. Fuck this Hollywood.
I think they still have some of the animated stuff that he did with MTV is still up on YouTube.
Probably, yeah.
Oh my god, I love that show that he did. It was one season, but it was.
Wait, with the oddities or Aeon Flux, the Max. What was it?
No, it was called Kid.
It was about him.
Kid Dangerous. No, not Kid Dangerous. It was called Kid.
It's based off of his book, Keep the Kid in the Film, which became a documentary.
The kid stays in the picture, yeah.
Kid stays in the picture.
Just Robert Evans.
And the show was loosely based on that, and Robert Evans voiced his own character. It's fucking awesome.
It was fucking awesome to have him do that. It was one of the coolest. Look, it was one of the last really cool things they had on MTV, and I was surprised they did it. I was surprised he did it, but
I was not surprised it only lasted one season because I'm like, we're lucky we got one.
Yeah.
I want to do a quick quote here. I mean, it's one of my favorite from Babylon 5, and it's pretty much one of the openings. It was the year of fire, the year of destruction, the year we took back what was ours. It was the year of rebirth, the year of great sadness, the year of pain, and a year of joy. It was a new age. It was the end of history. It was the year everything changed. The year was 2261. The place was Babylon 5. It's so simple, yet it means so much to a lot of us. And everyone probably has a quote or a saying across any series that probably means the same to them. And people...
My favorite quote, and this one means a lot to me. Would you prefer to be conscious or unconscious during the mating?
That's what his wife says to him every day.
Yeah. Oh my God, Deanna's probably watching this too. Oh man, you're.
Oh, we got a new person in the chat. James T. Skywalker. Nice to see you. I love your name. All right, but like this is brilliant. Like I love you guys. Like we've been talking about Babylon 5 show. Like I love this shit. This is the best part I like about live stream. Like fuck yeah. I hate talking about crap. Like I'd rather make jokes. Script, you're brilliant in your own way, man. I'm glad I've ever got to meet you and even had time to talk to you. You are good friends. T-shirt, same way. Gary, you're getting there. Keith, always. And Arwen, you're slowly getting there. No, honestly, I might shit on Gary, but Gary likes shitting on people. That's how you can tell we're friends. He says that every show, a lot of shows. But if you ever need a guy to vent to get advice, we'll have your back when you're having. He's there.
Yep.
He is fucking there. He is a pillar of his own.
You know, when Keith has
unconscious
his
sex.
cramps, when Fat Steven gets shingles and can't shit.
What the fuck? Shingles? Really? Shingles?
Anal shingles.
Anal shingles.
Yeah, my ass is always itchy.
I can't poop. That's who you
I can poop. I
big.
poop on your channel.
Oh,
that's cool. But like, look at this fun. Like, look at Zach. Zach has come a far way too. He's not only become a guy who's been giving us ideas and wanting to see certain shows to eventually helping out on channels, becoming a mod.
He's one of the producers on my show.
Not by choice.
Oh,
yeah, by choice. He offered, and I'm like, "Fuck it, you can have the job."
I'll give it a shout to Polyme's Minion. She might not know a lot about the properties, but she's there every day, every live stream. Just participating. Like after last night's show with the Fortnite, or you know what I'm talking about. It was like an hour talking about Fuda, and I don't know what the fuck happened. Everyone was having a great. We weren't actually talking about it, but they were making like Fuda titles out of movies, like the Fuda and the Furious.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was hilarious, but it's like
it was an interesting.
We got to have more of that. I think we really do. If you have a show and you want to stream and you have something you're dedicated to. Start a show with that friend. Do it.
Hey, Steven, the video that Keith just shared, just show
is he in Lamaze? Is he in Lamaze?
Yeah, he's in Lamaze. He's doing his breathing right now.
Oh, my God. This looks so familiar. I'm not showing it if you're going to do that.
Look, I'm doing Lamaze.
So I can't play the sound, but what are we looking at?
I mean, it did a great job.
Kid Notorious. Yes, that was the name.
Yep. And this is the Robert Evans cartoon on MTV that was fucking awesome.
Okay, wait. We're just going to skip over that one part real quick. Here we go. Sorry, nudity.
There's no nudity.
Evans, you bloody warg. You're crazy. No wonder you're on empty.
What can I tell you, Ruby? Instinct's instinct. Hey, anyway, please enjoy the hospitality in Woodland. And thanks for the offer, guys. Watch.
What am I playing?
I fucking love this show.
This is done in Flash.
Oh my God.
Yeah, this is back in, what was it, 05? Or was it further back?
03 or 05, yeah. Something.
Yeah, because I remember watching it when I was a baby.
I can't. Awesome one. You can do that for your own show. I try not to bash other creators.
Yeah, we don't shit on other creators. It's a rule.
No. We save that for private DMs when we can't try to cancel each other.
I red flag and report Fat Steven all the time for shit he doesn't do.
Yeah.
And that's what makes me mad. If he did it, I wouldn't red flag him, but he doesn't do it, so I red flag him.
Yeah, because I'm so fake after I turn off this mic that I'm just the same Steven.
I'm pissed that Steven can't queef. I thought all Canadians could queef.
Listen here, just because Viagra doesn't work for you doesn't mean you have to complain about it.
Oh.
I'm sorry,
and
Arwen.
the show died.
It didn't die.
It's fine. It's all good.
But Keith, you're saying you have now hope for Babylon 5. Doctor Who, we're at a point where we just don't know anymore. And it's really become the war of the Jedi and the Sith. If you look at Doctor Who, you got the new fans coming in thinking everyone else who knows all the lore and the history is, and they're going vilely attacking on other channels and other people. And then you got Star Trek that is boldly gone where no toilet hasn't been flushed before. Am I wrong?
No,
I can't watch it.
What do you want?
It's that, and I just again I realize that JMS isn't the same writer that he was, but given how bad all these other Jokers are, I'm willing to.
It's his property, though. And
yeah, it is his property.
He's more likely to be protective of and do harder work on something that belongs to him than somebody else's shit.
Yeah,
James T. Skywalker quickly says, greetings to the host, greetings to you, viewer. How your show is 100% better with Arwen, the too much coffee woman.
God.
You got to change that to the too much coffee and fries woman.
My name is Captain James T. Skywalker. May
I
the
had a
force
lot
be
of
with
coffee
you.
before Pink and Purple today, so I was bouncing off the walls.
But yeah. The one thing that, like, I know the Phantom Menace hashtag doesn't exist as much anymore. It does pertain to certain people, but the one thing that has benefit from shitting on shows with satire is you get to meet new people that have the same type of personality. You've created your own show, your own content, while pointing out the fallacies, not phallus, of other things that have degraded.
Yeah, it's the new
fantastic.
Xbox.
Oh, I will hurt you. I think all you in the chat are fantastic for being here with us. And I'm not saying the show's over. I'm not. I'm saying I thank you for your time, your participation, listening. You are as much as part of us talking on here as anything. Otherwise, we just look like a bunch of people with like multiple personalities running around the sidewalk in the Miami airport. You guys make it better. Thank you.
Don't worry about it, Keith. It's just one of
We try.
Steven's diatribes.
Yeah, I'm a virgin signaler of appreciating my chat. That's what I try to do. I don't know what ass coffee is, but no, you gotta stop focusing on Walton's anus, bro. That's just weird.
What the hell?
Hey.
But Tim Possible,
Hey,
Walmart
Project.
was out of Crisco, so I came here.
Where the fuck is that? Tim, you got the dad joke of you got the dad joke book of Crisco jokes.
We share
right?
the thing I like is because Keith, Fat Steven T-shirt and I have a sort of partnership.
Not really haven't been paid yet.
Where we support one another. And
It involves baby oil.
Yeah, it's a lot of baby oil, which I don't really like because it doesn't get into the pores. But I'm trying to get that skin to where I can be like Keith because, black don't crack. And so
you got that right.
I want to have that perfect black man skin, but be white.
We here at Crisco Core Gaming don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Oh,
I can hardly wait till we get
Arwen,
together
I am
for
so
lunch
sorry.
next week.
I'm so sorry.
Mom, these really are my friends. These really are my friends.
I like how he's looking into the camera, like
She's
eye
watching
on.
right
He's not blinking Morse code. He's like, they really are my friends. This isn't really my living room. It's actually a green screen, but these really are my friends.
Hey, I'm gonna go over and play my piano if you're not here.
Awesome. Please go play me the Beethoven Symphony number. What the fuck?
Keith, say something to warn us whether or not you are being held captive or something.
Here we go, Zach.
I'm just gonna go do black guy stuff. Okay.
Oh, that's a
Which
good one.
means stalking Straczynski.
Zach's with the $5 super chat of uncomfortability says, "Catch Gary and I boomerang a game stream. What are you doing?
Boomerang, meaning boomers. We're boomers.
Whatever. I can't read. I'm boomeranging this chat. Game stream tomorrow at 2 CST I don't care what I don't know what time it is. And Claudia Christian still got. Yes, she does. She's beautiful. All of them are beautiful. Pat Talman, you are a fucking intelligent, beautiful, passionate woman. I will say that right now because Keith will eventually say it while drooling. So I wanted to beat him to it. And with that, Zex, I will give you not something uncomfortable.
What are you? I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
You are definitely not Batman.
I have a Batman story with that. It's one of those things that was amazing when I was in the army. And this
Someone
kid
told
thought
me
I was.
There was cheesecake and hot chocolate here. I ate it.
Yeah. Cappuccino. Yeah.
Blink twice if you're friends, Keith. That was 2.5. I don't know about that one. But sorry I missed the stream. There's no problem. You're working, bro. It happens. It always happens, Jace. Don't worry about it. Work comes first. YouTube will always be here. Never apologize if you missed a stream or showed up late. YouTube is always here. There's always a replay button. There's always the next show.
Shit. Jace. Hey, Sweden.
I'm sorry for Gary.
2 a.m. over there, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, like Doctor Who, whatever. I just don't attach myself to it. Anime. Give a chance to anime. Black Clover, Trigun. Watch Cowboy Bebop, then mock the Netflix Cowboy Bebop because that looks so bad. It's like frumpy Ramona Flowers. And I'm like, There's always lower. No, I can't say that.
No. Don't forget, Blade Runner's getting the same thing, man. We got that stupid show on Cartoon Network and the comic books. I walked into a Blade Runner group, and if I hear them talking, oh man, I saw that new comic book. It's really good, and that cartoon is really great. I do a Homer Simpson, just start backing out of that room. I'm like, you are not my crowd. Legacy.
Y'all have fun with that.
Call bullshit on that.
But like,
I still love it when people ask me, "Is like, which Blade Runner should I watch?" And I'm like, all of them.
Yeah, I tell people all the time, watch the 1982 theatrical version, European cut, and then watch the not the director's cut. Fuck the director's cut. Never watch that.
Okay. Watch the director's cut, everybody.
The reason why it's not a director's cut because the director had nothing to do with it. Even the editor that worked on Blade Runner had nothing to do with it. This is something that Buddy Orchid and Jerry Princio had put together to just build more money off of it. And the true director's cut is the final cut.
True.
So the director's cut.
No, it's the final cut. He distinguished it by calling it that. He didn't want it called the director's cut because of the director's cut, which was just not right.
Shane Aries quickly says, Steven, I would like to apologize sincerely for missing every stream you've done that I've missed. Dude, you're in fucking college. I already know why you missed it. It's all good. I remember.
You're too smart to watch this show, man. Jeez.
And this is for Gary, you little clown shit.
Clown shit.
See, I saved that one just perfectly.
Well, I did call him Sweden.
All right, hold on, Keith. I'll save you. Now you're the bottom and I'm the top. We're still so much friends.
Worse. So much worse.
We're still his friends. We're still his friends. You guys are awesome, and I wouldn't have this year any different. I really wouldn't. I wouldn't. Maybe a little less alcohol, but hey, this is making it a whole lot better.
Mr. Tickle Trunk always shows up late.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does.
No. Well, before we went live on B5,
every single
time
I do a Blade Runner stream, he shows up late.
No, on our show, before he already put a super chat in before Babylon 5 went live.
I'm talking about on our show.
But your show doesn't matter right now. I'm talking about my show.
He's always late. He's always late.
That's because he loves me.
He's like, what did I miss? The whole show.
And Mr. Tickle Trunk just shit on Gary with a 99 super sticker. Thank you, Tickle Trunk. You're the best mod ever.
Well, he knows I fucking love him. He's a cool
and dude. I think we're gonna give him the one everyone loves.
No. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money.
That's my favorite thing he did.
Thank you, Tickle. I love you, bro.
And Tickletrunk did something that's personal for me. That
you stream when me streams. That's why. So he's peeing. His peeing is more important than your show.
He helped me pay off my computer.
Really?
Yeah.
So he pimped you out.
Yeah, that's what he did. He was like just really kind. I deeply appreciate it because my computer is now paid for. So yeah.
And Catman Didi Myers is another one I have to give a shout out. This guy is a dedicated family man. He tries to promote and support as many channels as possible. He is always lurking in the back. If a mod can find his channel, put it out there for him. Thank you, sir, for what you've done this year too. Thank you. And Daryl the Derelict, the man who never puts down vodka. Daryl the Derelict for $5 super chat says, alcohol, the cause and solution of most problems like domestic abuse. Now give me money.
Give me money. Give me money.
You want it again? You really want it again?
No. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money.
Okay, Tickletrunk, just so you know.
Wait, hold on. I found someone more important than Gerry. Welcome, Mr. Tom Connors.
Oh my gosh, it's Tom.
That was
hold on. I got
no invite to last night's show, motherfucker.
Oh, the script read. I barely even needed to be there. Honestly, if I'd have known you wanted to be there more than me, I would have let you because I'm okay.
I enjoyed watching
Tom, wait, hold on. Tom, don't defend yourself. It's Gerry. You know what the fuck's going on.
I love Gerry, though.
I love Gerry, too, but he doesn't have to appease him every time.
You, give me $500.
I need to point out that Tom is he's a really good friend, man. I really love you, Tom.
Hey, Tom. Hold on, Tom.
No. Give me money. Give me money. Give me money. Keep working it. You'll get that $500.
There you go.
Only if you put on that Crisco bodysuit. I would also like to quickly state this stream has been brought to you by Celine Dijon Mustard.
That must be some sort of Canadian. I don't get it.
Yellow, whichever you prefer.
Your hands.
The mustard will always live on.
Hey, Tom, did you hear what I said? Did Keith tell you what I said the other night?
The Crisco of my life. And I'll always butter it up for Tom. Take your pants off. For Tom. Take
they already are.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. I only have one pant leg on right now.
Oh, you're one pant legging it like a teenager? Awesome.
Yeah, I'm ready to do some tongue work with you.
Blah, 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 blah. What were you saying, Gerry?
I'll tumble for you. Anyway, on Friday when you showed up to the show, I told Keith, I said, tell Tom, fuck you for showing up the day I'm not on.
Well, I showed up because you weren't there.
I never get an invite at all. Gerry, you want to know the last time I got an invite to Tom's show? January.
I got an invite today, but I was working. God damn it! So I fucking missed out.
The whole year to recruit Fat Steven. Like I've been waiting like forever to get an invite back so I can be talked down.
You just gotta show up in the chat at the right time, and
really,
sometimes that's all it takes.
And last time I showed up in your chat, you complained about the song I asked for because it's the only song I asked for.
It's the only song you asked for.
I like Electric Dreams. It's a great song.
No,
he's not wrong.
It's terrible.
Just like your face.
Jeez. I love all of you except for Fat Steven, by the way.
That's okay, Tom. I don't speak your native language.
I love you too. I'll tell you what. You busy tomorrow at 6 Central?
I'm working the stripper pole for about an hour, but yeah, I'll be free.
That's 7 Eastern time. Fat.
Yeah, I'll be free. Yeah, Gerry, thank you for being that clock I don't ever care about.
All right, fine. You can come on me tomorrow.
Oh, thank you. Here you go. I just want to quickly quote Nerd Rock.
FAT-STEVENSEAGAL does rule.
Thank you, Gerry.
We're never going to hear the end of this, right?
No. I'm going to tell you the story of that because Drunk had him on the channel, right? Because he was at Gary's house. So I had the Young Nerdrotic account, right? And I kept doing super chats. And he's like, that's got to be my wife. Then I was like, I'm not Miss Nerdrotic. It's FAT-STEVENSEAGAL rule. So that's where it came from. She's like, oh, shit, it's not my wife. Come on. Oh, now thank you for the dead stare silence. This is brought to you by Uncomfortability and Volkswagen. Dicks.
You ain't been stared at until you've been stared at by a black man.
I will keep my DMs open for you, Tom, just like my fly.
Why do you keep going at Keith like that, Gary? It's it's attack the woman on the channel too. Okay.
Oh, thanks, T-shirt.
Yeah.
Don't mind T-shirt.
Are you in Canada?
Am I in Canada? No.
Yeah. Where are you at?
I'm in.
Where you at?
That's where I'm at. I'm in Georgia.
Don't dox her.
Oh, Georgia women never queef, so never mind.
All right, Arwen. Next time I bring you on, we won't bring Gary on. All right. Let's get back to the subject here.
Because I made the joke earlier.
Tom, are you a Babylon 5 fan? And do you think it's going to be something worthwhile?
I'm going to break everybody's heart. I've never actually seen Babylon 5.
Oh, why the fuck am I even talking to you right now?
I don't know. I'm only here for a few minutes anyway. I just mainly popped.
Thank you for dropping in.
Why is it all the nerds with the biggest channels haven't seen Babylon 5? What the fuck is with that? Nerd hasn't seen it either. God damn it.
Ptolemy's minion with a $10 super chat says, "You are all awesome except Gary."
You motherfuckers need to get your nerd cards taken away.
Remember when that show was on? Oh yeah, it was when I was a teenager getting laid.
Hold on.
No.
I want is some sweet new balls.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, clean your ears out, woman. I want some balls.
Sid.
Sorry, Tom. I had to.
I just never really got into it. I mean, I've always heard great things about it. And now that I think it's on HBO Max now, I'll probably check it out.
Yeah, you should. It's good.
Yeah, I'm going to pay for it. I could watch it for free, but I'm going to pay for it. Okay, that makes sense, Tom.
You're going to pay for it either way if you buy the DVDs and Blu-ray sets.
I don't.
You guys didn't download it? Oh, sorry, Mike.
Yeah, I downloaded HD copies, so
I've had copies for years, even before I was on YouTube.
I don't
Shane,
condone such things.
Shane, to answer your question, this group is interesting. How do I join? You go over to the channel labeled T-shirt Historian and you hit the subscribe button.
No, you don't.
Shane, this is actually a sentence. This is like,
and this is important, Shane.
Like doing community
Click
service time.
the red flag. Flag his
all right. Y'all don't know. Okay, hold on. You guys don't even know Shane. He's actually a gamer who's in college. He's eventually going into military. He's actually been in my gaming streams. He's played with us a couple times. So before you all jump the gun and try to
I stand by what I just said.
That's a lie. Tom does not stand.
Hey,
I have yet to see him stand up from that chair ever.
I gotta let the dog out once in a while and take a piss.
Yeah, the dog probably pulls you out of the front door.
He does get in the car somehow. He doesn't levitate. He hasn't mastered the force yet.
I honestly think he does levitate. I think he has like gremlins that carry him around to the kitchen and back.
I don't think he's mastered underwear yet.
Oh,
I don't even think you can spell underwear, Gary.
Steal underwear, profit.
Keith, you want to go get some coffee?
I would love some coffee.
Hey, Keith, how you doing, brother?
Hey, how's it going?
It's been like 5 minutes since Friday.
Yeah. Wow.
Thank you, Polymies.
So is that your picture on Facebook? Is that your actual twin brother?
Yes, that's my twin brother.
You don't look a goddamn thing like you.
Well, that's because
he does look a little like you, but not much.
We sound alike, but we don't look alike. That's the very definition of fraternal. So
he's also white.
Yeah.
That's the funny part is he's fucking white. I don't understand.
You should see their sister. It's Mexican. It was really weird.
Okay. Yeah, now we're going after the Latin. Okay,
listen here, the man for the first time. Okay, let's lay some lore down for T-shirt Historian for every live stream he came on. I'm Hispanic.
I didn't say it like that though.
You still said it.
Yeah, but I don't lisp.
That was my running joke. It was like, how long is it going to take T-shirt to say he's Hispanic?
I don't know if I have time for this, but for some reason it got really Swedish in here.
For fuck's sake.
It got so Swedish. Oh, hello,
Sweden. It got so Swedish in here.
Yeah. Tickle Trunk quickly says Keith also has an Asian father and his mother is from Mars. What the fuck are we What?
Wow.
That is not true. We do not speak on behalf of our chat. Hi, Mom.
And of course, I am the only Irish Roman Catholic out of a family of 6 Jews. All my siblings are Jewish.
So what does that make you?
Test tube.
Irish Roman Catholic. No.
You're not a Jew?
My mother converted back to Catholicism, married my dad.
It was at this point I put it.
I thought Jewish was like an ethnicity.
No.
It was at this point I put
it is too. I'm 1% Jewish.
It was at this point.
There are 2 different kinds of Jews.
Oh my God.
There's religious Jews, and then there's racial Jews.
That's
Keith, this is why I keep the stream
I have a
limited to
Jewish
6
family.
people.
I fucking know this too.
It was at this point. This is why I put a stream marker in the stream, so I knew what off the rails happened and where, and never forget where to start drinking next time.
That sounds more like you're peeing into a cup.
Do you want me to pee in a cup? I'll do it right here on the mic. I'll even put an echo on it.
No.
Only if there's footage.
No,
I don't know. I was in the pool. It was cold, so I don't know if there'll be much footage.
We don't need any proper Justin audio.
You don't want to see the Aikido? No, we don't. Do you want? Wait, hold. Do you want to see the Aikido? Never mind. I'm not gonna go with that one. How's everyone doing tonight? Awkward? Yes.
I'm doing really Norwegian today.
That's very sweet of you.
So is it like helvete or is it more hestkuk?
It means he's dead. It doesn't roll off the tongue quite the same, but Norwegian
it's
meatballs are actually better.
Hastkuk.
Hastkuk, yeah.
And helvete.
Helvete.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
I'm learning.
Right?
Hastkuk means horse dick. So
Can we not talk about that stuff? Limited ads here.
Well,
Limited
yeah,
ads.
Arwen's going to get excited.
The horse dick, you know? He's the one.
Arwen, I apologize for this weird shit.
Not a problem, Stephen.
Well, you know, women and horses.
No, I don't know about women you hang out with. No.
Sorry. T-shirts only. T-shirts only experience, but that is from
Tom's reaction. Perfect.
All right, we're gonna break into a quick segment. It's called "Watch Culture Casino Swear," and this is a new segment. I just came up with it, ladies and gentlemen.
Diesel, no fucking way. Anyway, one of my best friends in the whole world.
You guys hear it?
Probably one of the most
I heard the first
human
one.
beings and funniest that I know is Wes Moody. So thank you all for finding your way over here. If you're not already subscribed, if you are subscribed, you got a unique opportunity to enjoy a whole lot of people just having a really good time. So thank you for being here. You guys make everything happen. If you're not subscribed to the wonderful people on this. Shut the fuck up, dickhead.
Somebody make this stuff into a song.
True.
You know, I love that Greek.
Seriously,
Shut the fuck up.
It's been on for 2 minutes.
I hope none of you die tonight. That's all.
Oh, somebody please clip that. Please clip it.
That is my opening.
I want that. I want that for every live stream.
Welcome to the gaming lounge. Shut the fuck up.
That's getting put in one of my videos.
I love everybody.
This
That's
is the
problem.
beauty of
I love
streaming
all
right
of
here,
you.
guys.
But I fucking love it. It's
Yes, it is.
great.
I love all of you. And God damn it, son of a bitch. The person that loves the game the most gets kicked in the nuts regularly. I don't know what the hell that is about. But look, all of you out there in the world, you guys are the only reason we're here is because of you. So I thank you all. And please check out the Gaming Lounge tomorrow. We really are trying to get that channel off the ground. We have 10 collaborators. We have 6 creators that are linked to the channel directly.
Still laughing in the background.
And I thank every one of you for being here tonight and for subscribing to all these giant ass hats that I'm here on the panel with right now. I hope that nobody falls down an elevator shaft anytime soon. And please enjoy your evening.
And that is Culture Casino.
Oh, there's more clips out there of him swearing. You just got to cut them all together in a montage.
Oh, I will. If I do that, I will get demonetized. I swear to God, I will.
Well, actually, what we need to do is hand them all over to Problem Being and let him cut a new song.
Somebody puts it into a song, I'll put it on my album as a
right,
lost bonus track, like buried somewhere in the city.
And we'll do that. Brett Cohen with a $2 super chat says, "That's why Gerry wears the ball gag while gaming." I don't know if I have a super chat for that, but you'll get this one.
6 or who it was.
I'm not nice.
6 says some of the most fucked up things about me.
Yeah, but they're all true.
Backdoor Gerry, she started that. And 3 people I know of are still using it. And it's like, stop it, please.
Actually, it was Paulie that came up with Backdoor Gerry.
Was it Paulie?
It was Paulie, because it was on my show.
Are you literally looking for notes when he was called Backdoor Gary? Did you just open a drawer and look for your diary?
Go back and watch my show. Paulie got on and he was like, "Oh, Backdoor Gary."
All I know is that and 6 was there.
Yeah.
And that's why she keeps repeating it. And now Zax is doing it.
Rebecca was even doing it for a while.
Yes, she's still doing it. She wrote me a message like, "What's up, Backdoor?" Fuck you.
So she changed it to a backdoor minefield and get it over with.
And because like when I'm playing, I don't talk a lot, and I think Zax made a joke or 6 made a joke about I'm wearing a ball gag, and so that's what Brett's referencing.
I'm sorry. I'm going to move Arwen down here and Keith beside Gary to cause some type of ball gag was the light.
I have a hard time talking when I'm gaming too, though. I feel dumb.
I need to talk with Steven because, well, part of the problem is I've got a problem with the gaming, which is I don't know if it's the hotel with my DNS or the NAT settings or what, but my computer is absolutely capable of playing any new game. It's a really powerful computer, and it stutters like crazy on BattleNet playing Call of Duty. Nothing else.
It might be
I can load any game and I'm fine, but I go on BattleNet and they're fucked up, man.
Well, take it down to McDonald's, and if you hook up to the Wi-Fi and it still stutters, then you know it's the Wi-Fi.
Gary, the reason why mine looks great at 1440 at 60 frames is because I'm using an Elgato HD60 external capture card, which is connected through HDMI running through Gamecaster.
That's what I'm doing.
Hey, Tom.
Jesus Christ, nobody fucking cares, Steven.
Fat Steven's trying to get some promotion for his
Tom
channel.
is the devil in my head sometimes. I swear to God, he's doing what was going on in my head. Like,
kind of true though.
I'll be honest. Tom has been one of those guys before I even met Gary and Keith and Script. I saw Script with Tom. Tom has been one of those guys that you start watching and getting an idea of his humor, and then you start seeing these other people as well. He's a good dude when he isn't talking.
Come on.
I don't know. I still fanboy over
Not
Tom.
Script.
So,
I'm talking about Tom. You fanboy over time. Like your panties come off. We can hear the chair squeak like this when Susie enters the chat room. You're like, oh my God, Jessica Spano and Showgirls is naked.
Is it really that loud?
Yes,
I wasn't sure. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to be that loud.
Did you take your underwear off so fast you can hear it scream, "I'm Hispanic"?
You didn't hear the lube and the skin coming together, did you?
That was
I didn't want that sound.
Skin flakes. What are you talking about?
What? I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's just uncontrollable.
Are you hitting it?
No, he's meeting bread.
I don't think you know how to masturbate.
He is literally meeting bread right now.
Just a second. Almost done. Tom, say something.
No, he's muted. All right, I'm doing
Somebody call 911.
See, this is why I put you on this side of the screen, Arwen, because that shit's fucked up.
I don't do that shit for free.
Oh, fucking hell.
So give him a $10 super chat and he'll do it.
Maybe.
No, okay. I'm gonna lay the joke out yesterday for those that are here. Arwen was there yesterday. We were doing the Fortnite, and we started talking about Fuda for some reason. This weird joke came up, and people just kept super chatting things about Fuda and Fuda. Like an hour later, $100 in, I'm like, you people literally just paid to talk about Fuda in super chats for an hour. I am not joking. I will bring this.
Are you saying Futa, like with the T?
I'm not saying it for real. What is wrong with you, you sick bastard? But I think it was yesterday, right? All right, I think it was yesterday.
It was yesterday.
Yeah, Arwen, you should remember. You're his walking encyclopedia and diary.
No, she's not.
I am.
Hold on, Tickle Trunk. I'll get to you.
That's why
One
he checked
quick.
with you.
Oh, there's a lady present.
I was there and I didn't know what it was, and they were talking anime, and they didn't want me to Google it because I Google things that I shouldn't when I don't know what the hell they are, and
Yeah,
then
I'll
I
tell
end
you
up
when
having
to
to scrub
Google.
my computer.
That's cool.
Kermit the Frog.
That's how we got on that.
Kermit the Frog having sex. Don't fucking look that up.
No, we don't need to do that.
Oh, that's.
I'm
cool.
trying to find it.
I do. I love that. I want one so badly.
I like that skin. That is cool.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
There we go.
Eyes as you go flaccid.
I just bought the on Call of Duty. I just bought the Judge Dredd
Hold on.
skin.
Yeah, everyone likes that
Life
one.
is not very exciting.
What the fuck? I'm trying to set the place on fire. You're running. Yeah, we're quick. I'm trying to find it. Like literally, it's like.
This piggy just likes to pork, but I'd rather do Froggy style.
See, is he wondering why it's not stuttering, Gary? That's the capture card.
Just the tip.
Oh, Kermie.
Name of my new band, I called it.
Damn it, Cole, get out of my way.
Oh, shit.
I've always been partial to Pagan Pete and the Sacrificial Altar Boys as a band name. Oh my god.
That's Daryl from yesterday. Okay, that's Daryl in the chat.
I'm in.
But there it is. Look, fire up the anus. Look, there's one right there. It kept going and going and going. It was bad, but fun. There's another one. Yeah, I'm not gonna play any more of that. Yeah, I heard that.
The show died.
Dude, I mean, 21 people because I heard food. Yeah, it's you, Daryl.
No, I mean,
yeah.
it just went silent.
Your best bet is for your Call of Duty streams is turn off all shaders, your chromatic, your film grain, your God, and your motion blur. As well as you do realize we're not going to talk after the show. We're going to play Fortnite after this. Fuck that. I've had to deal with you for 2 hours. Go ahead, Keith.
Don't forget to hit the like.
Yeah, hit the like button on the stream, guys, or hit the dislike because we had more dislikes when we started today than anything else. My favorite was yesterday. We did Monday. We did the Babylon 5 stream, and someone actually commented. And my favorite comment. Hold on, I gotta this window for a second. My favorite comment was, where is it? Oh, please, where is it? Where is it? Oh my god, it was so good. It was our Babylon 5 stream, and someone didn't even watch the stream. They heard 5 seconds of us talking. Literally 5 seconds of us talking. And the comments was great. Where is it, Keith? I told you that one today, right? Yeah.
And I gave my reply to that. And
Steven, can you blow me up real quick?
By the way, T-shirt. I want to point out
he's looking like a lot like Keith David.
Yeah,
it is Keith David.
With the meeting I'm having with Keith and David on Thursday next week, the name of the conversation is Keith David. And it was purely accidental. And I thought that was funny because, like, I fucking love Keith David, man.
Hold on, Steven. Can you blow me out?
I said, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Patience, sir.
Time's up.
Now, this is my favorite from Tom Servo of Mystery Science Theater. A group of white beta males rant against sci-fi.
Yeah.
What?
And I'm like, we had females and a black man. So where are you getting the beta white males from? You're racist.
Racist.
That's the one you were talking about.
This account was made. If we're gonna look at it, I'm just gonna quickly pop over here. Copy.
Servo.
That is from Mystery Science Theater, right? I thought they were trying to be funny.
Yes.
Yeah, this was made. Look, September 25th, 2021, a couple days ago. So this guy literally came in just to call people racist.
Well, it's also somebody that doesn't like you. My bad.
That's cool. You can not like me all you want. You still have a micro penis. I can go to bed sleeping fine.
You're still part of the algorithm that makes the show.
Yep. It was so deep that I wanted a deep and delicious cake afterwards. I'm Asian. Wait, you're Asian? I didn't know you were Asian. Your avatar shows an angry white guy.
No, we know he was Asian.
Is that Vince McMahon in his avatar?
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought so.
Yeah, I suppose told us a long time ago that he was Asian.
You're not black. What the fuck, T-shirt?
This is a photo of Keith David.
Man. That's blackface.
This is a photo of Keith David.
Trudeau?
This is a photo of Keith David for no reason other than I think he's great and I wanted to show him to you. Thank you.
That is a picture of Keith David. It's true.
I would like to quickly shrink T-shirt historian and quickly say hello to Jane Theory, who also plays Fortnite with us and likes joking around. I'd love to see. We'll be doing a stream later as soon as I realize I'm spilling beer on myself and looking like a T-shirt. Thank you for that awkward silence.
Here we go.
Oh, wait, I missed the super chat. I missed the super chat. Hold on. I missed the super chat. Hold on. Where did I miss that? Hold on. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tickle Trunk. Tickle Trunk, and hail to Forbidden Ring. But the $5 Canadian says, one of these days, Keith will learn how to crawl out of his skin. He gets a lot of practice here. Any day now, buddy.
When Lord will be my time. No.
Hold on. I got one. Hold on.
You couldn't lead a monkey to a banana raffle. A leader needs funny catchphrases like, take it.
I found our conversation about Tom Servo, and my response was, let's see. Here it goes. Ouch. I guess the hormone treatment is working for old Tom. Way to go. Hashtag Tom Servo, limp finish.
Hey, Fat Steven, can you blow me up for a second?
No, you look too good. That's not you. I can't do it.
Come on, throw it up there.
That's a chin if I ever saw one.
I do it for you. Come on.
No, you don't.
Yeah, but
hey, I've been drinking. Let me calm down here.
I know where he's going with this.
I'm David Keith, not to be mistaken with Keith David.
There's no love.
Thank you.
Like Keith David Keith love.
We really need a film with just Keith David and David Keith as the stars.
Hold on.
Who are truly a before and after.
I don't get to do this often, but I'm gonna sit on Gary's face right now. There you go.
Oh yeah.
With the Crisco.
Oh, we have yoga mats now. Just imagine doing the downward dog with that on it.
Crisco. Fat Steven's favorite.
Yes, Monkey.
Yoga mats?
Yes, Monkey D.
Hold on.
David Keith is the black guy and they live. Yes.
I didn't see that on the story the other day.
Also in the thing.
Hold on. I'll get it ready. Oh, why is that still on the screen? That's just horrifying.
I don't know.
Why? No, I'm talking about Gerry, not me.
You're in charge. I don't know.
New boy in the neighborhood.
Boobies.
But actually, Tom's got to go, and I
1 second
too.
All right, we'll start wrapping up. Yes, there's the store. There's the stickers.
I love this stuff.
There's the master. There's the yoga.
You know what? Hey, wait a minute. Got a question for you. Do any of those come in 5X?
They should.
Yeah,
there's
really.
the yoga mat right there. There's the yoga mat
tonight. I'm buying one tonight. What's the link? Share the link.
See that T-shirt? Do you see that?
I do.
There's the yoga mat, and it rolls up.
Share the link, and I'm going to buy a shirt tonight.
I got Crisco core right down in the corner. Nice. I'm still waiting for those rings because I'm going to push that. But you're looking for 5X? Pretty much all the T-shirts have 5X. Unless
yeah,
you look,
give me the link.
It goes up to 4X. Yeah, there's 5X, but it's sold out because
that's a cool shirt.
Because we're fat.
Try
we need
different color.
I'm also 6'3".
Look at that.
Yeah. Thank you, Tom, for that. Yeah, we do have 5XL. Yeah, there you go. Master Griff. Don't steal you still have to redo the picture I sent you.
Oh yeah, and I downloaded it. So
that was 5 days ago.
That's something I can do.
Yeah,
no, it's something I can do tonight.
All right, kids,
before
my
I start
dog's
gaming.
got to go out, and I got to get ready for a show. So
thank you, Tom.
Bye, Tom. You take care, man.
Tom,
it's always a pleasure.
Tom, fuck you for not showing up when I'm there, bitch.
Well, I showed up for you. Everything I do.
We love you, Tom. All of us do.
I do for you.
I'm so pissed off. All I wanted was Diet Pepsi.
What is he eating there?
Fucking
spaghetti.
It's spaghetti.
Oh my God,
I like
George Lucas.
He's Cafeteria spaghetti.
2 buttons
so
undone
unhappy
on the shirt. He looks so
really good.
fucking miserable in his photo.
He's so done.
The spaghetti's amazing. It's the fact that they don't have any fucking Diet Pepsi. All I got is Diet Coke. I got one rule.
Dr. Pepper.
I want a Diet Pepsi within my reach at all times. That's a simple fucking rule.
Hey, I love your Jar Jar.
Goddamn fucking semblance in this fucking place.
I love your Jar Jar, George.
I give up.
Welcome. He's gone.
Just like that, the world was sadder.
The chick behind me.
Out of our life
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start wrapping up the show. We've gone longer than usual. It's always a blast having a randomized like that. Thank you, Tom Connors. Thank you, the Swede Jays, for showing up late. I'm just kidding. You're Norwegian. I think.
They're Norwegian, Mac.
Norbidge? What? Sorry.
Norwegian.
Oh,
I love you. You're breaking up.
Abendjes, folks. Wie geht's?
And with that, this has been.
Du är ju fan med så jättesnygg.
I'm not going to do subtitles for that. I'm not doing subtitles for this part.
No, I can actually speak Swedish. So.
I would like to say one thing. I am also an Epic creator, so if you use the Epic Game Store, use that code on all your purchases, whether it's V-Bucks or in Fortnite, because I get a cut.
Yeah,
I'm grifting.
That's
but
right.
I am FAT-STEVENSEAGAL. This is Keith. a producer of Pop Culture Minefield. Gerry, who likes to draw from Pop Culture Minefield, who insults every stripper on the planet right now. We have T-shirted historian, the man, the myth, and almost legend. We have Script Dr. PhD, who was wondering why he didn't leave earlier to get that Uber Eats order.
Ooh. I don't use Uber Eats.
I know that. We have Arwen Avalon, who is scarred for life and still wanting fries. And Jace Fox, the almost Norwegian. I want to thank everyone, whether you're a mod, viewer, Diet Pepsi. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having fun with us. I'm glad seeing you all here. You guys have been fantastic. Smash the like, smash the dislike if you hate my guts. I don't fucking care. I really don't. You don't hurt me. But on that, have some Celine Dijon. And remember.
FAT-STEVENSEAGAL does roll.
And as soon as I find the outro video, I'll play
bathroom.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. We'll be back here in 2 weeks. Because you know what? I love gaming. Battlefield Beta is coming up. That will be doing early access.
He likes liquor too.
I do like beer. I love beer. Also, the stream on the 19th is my birthday. Don't forget.
Faderhead, you need to come see me. Buy my merch. Buy everybody's merch.
Bye, y'all.
And if you want to start a live stream, you gotta find assholes like this.
Wow, he's Eddie Steven.
His exit credits are longer than my intro.
Well, I have like almost 50 members.
You gotta replace that dancing Deadpool with that dancing FAT-STEVEN one day.
I like that Deadpool.
I like the Deadpool too, but get a partner in there.
Yeah.